Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Today we're gonna keep things really cool and funny and light. And most of you know I've got my social media, and these are the top 5 funny dating moments in April 2023. Oh God, guys, there has been some beautiful funny stories come in the last few weeks. And as you know, guys, if you ever want to share your story, as you know, if you've seen me on social media, I never give out your name. It's always anonymous, of course. But some of these stories, you know, they're hilarious. I mean, they really are. You're just wondering, what in God's name are you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Jesus. Oh, Lord. Lord of God. And I tell you guys, it's hard out there at the moment. You know, it really is. And look, here's what I would say. I mean, as some of you know, I've got these new dating groups now, okay? And if you want to take a look at them, the nice thing about the dating groups is that there's no algorithm working against you. So if you're in the group, if you post in the group itself, you go to the top of the profile, which is great, right? It's perfect, because at least then you've got a great chance of actually getting to talk to somebody. But you've got to talk to somebody, or you got to at least post once. For instance, I mean, now this isn't the top 5. I just want to mention this because it is hard at the moment out there for people, and I understand. But guys, you know, don't just sit on the sidelines, okay? Like, here's the problem with some of the dating. There was a guy that just put up in one of the dating groups there a few days ago. He was like, "Oh, there's no action going on in this group, guys. What's going on?" Basically, right? Not quoting him exactly, but he's wondering, you know, where are all the women? And in this group, there's 70% women, right? 70% women. Like, hello. Imagine walking into a bar and you see 70% women and 30% men. Like 70 women and 30 guys if there was 100 people. The guys in there would be going, "Holy, what the hell's going on in here, boys?" Right? You'd be going, "Oh my God, this is amazing." And this is even an easier approach. You're not actually approaching a woman in the bar face to face. This is all online, so it makes things even easier. So guys, look, yes, it is hard out there, but do you really want a relationship? Because if you really want it, you're not going to hold back. Now, I get there's social anxiety too from coronavirus still. People are still struggling quite a bit on this. So just push yourselves. This isn't, you know, amazing advice, but it really is as simple as that, guys. Look, when I went dating after coronavirus, I've been on plenty of dates in my life, and afterwards, after corona, the first few dates, I was actually quite anxious. I just wanted to go home. Like, even on the taxi ride in, or the bus ride into town to meet the girl, I was like, "Oh, I want to go home. I just want to get into my sweatpants or tracksuit and just relax for the night." But I pushed myself. Get out there, guys. Just go out into the cold, you know, and believe you me, you'll really, really feel better the next morning. Even if it's a crap date. I'm being serious. I had a really bad date after coronavirus. Horrendous. But I was actually feeling much better the next day because I was like, "Oh my God, I feel like a human again." I went on a date. So guys, just, you know, this isn't rocket science. There's no magic formula. You've just got to get back out there again. All right? So, you know, yes, there's some people complaining that there's no dates out there, but some people aren't helping themselves either. You know? So anyway, so look, let's try and keep it light as possible anyway today, because this is quite funny. So these are the top 5 funny or wackadoo stories of April 2023. So coming in at number 5, guy is rejected because he's not 6'4". Yeah, that's right. Now look, I understand most women prefer the taller guy, right? It's kind of in our DNA, right? That the taller guy, he's the protector. He protects the girl if there's any trouble. I 100% understand that. But here's what happened with this story. So I actually know this girl, and funnily enough, and I actually talked to her on the street. So excuse me guys, this didn't actually come from my social media. I did post it up though, but it's definitely in the top 5 for this month, for April 2023. So she's been bitching and moaning that there's no nice guys out there, right? She like literally bitching and moaning, and I'd say she's been complaining for months, right? And I'd see her probably once or twice a week. So she went on a date about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I met her in town, and afterwards, a couple of weeks later, I was like, hey, so what's going on? So I said, hey, how was that date? Weren't you going on a date? And she goes, oh, yeah. Really cool guy, really nice guy. And I kind of just see this hesitancy in her. And I went, uh-oh, here we go. And then she went, he ticked all the boxes, but I went, oh, no, God. She went, well, he's not 6'4". Now, this girl is, I think, what did she say she was again? 5'7" or 5'8". So, I guess she's the average height for a girl, right? Now, ladies, bear with me. I don't know the exact height for the average height for a lady, but she's about 5'7", 5'8". Now, any guy taller, like 5'10" up, would be fairly tall next to her, right? You know, at least he's got a bit of height. Even if he's 5'10", 5'11", there's a bit of height on him. So, like, you wouldn't stress about that. The guy's taller than you, and, you know, fair enough. And this girl doesn't actually wear high heels most of the time, unless she does a business meeting. So she's not going out on dates, and I've asked her this. She goes out on dates, but she doesn't wear high heels, which actually I kind of find surprising. I thought most women would prefer to wear high heels for a date. But anyway, so I asked her, I said, okay, so he's not 6'4". So I actually, instead of looking at her going, are you insane? I said to her, okay, what were the nice qualities of him? She goes, oh, listen, he's good looking. He was charming. He's actually kind of funny, more sort of witty than funny, but I went, all right, well, sounds good so far, right? Sorry, guys, I just knocked the microphone there. So I said, well, that's a good start, right? I said, you know, does he have a good job, or does he do something good? Or she goes, oh yeah. He's an accountant, and she goes, well, you know, that's cool. So she has no problem with him being an accountant. I said, okay, so is there anything else? Like, was he too keen? Was he a bit of a sleazy guy? Was he a creepy guy? You know, was he trying to get you into bed that night? She goes, no, actually, none of the above. In fact, he seems really cool. In fact, I think he probably pulls quite a bit of women. I went, oh, okay. So I said, did that turn you off? I mean, you know, these are the kind of questions we should be asking ourselves, guys. You know, believe me, I should be asking these myself sometimes too, but still. So, okay, so the creepiness, he's not creepy. He's confident, but not in a bad way. And I said, look, like, is there anything else now apart from his height? And she goes, Peter, I have to say, I'm shallow. I actually went to bed that night, like, hating myself because that was the one flaw I had on him. And I went, all right, well, look, Jesus, really? Is that it? I mean, maybe you are terrified of a relationship, you know, and you're just putting up these impossible standards, so you're just looking for any excuse in the world not to be with him, you know? So, I mean, like, guys, what was his height again? I think, did she say, oh, Lord, let me just double check. He wasn't 6'4". He was, I actually think she said it was 6 foot. That's right. I think she said he was 6 foot. So a girl 5'7", 5'8" versus 6 foot. Well, that's a pretty good height, right? Yeah, I think it was 6 foot. So, ladies, look, if you are in one of these situations where, you know, you're just not, like, you're scared of a relationship, just be self-aware. Like, it's okay to be afraid of a relationship. Don't convince yourself that there's something wrong with someone else when there's actually not. Just be honest with yourself. At least you'll know then, you know? And it's okay to be afraid of relationships. I mean, fuck, I'm afraid of a relationship. to a degree. If I met the right girl, I'd love to be in a relationship, and it wouldn't stop me. But it would be a fearful thing. You know what I mean? But I thought that was like, Jesus Christ. And there's so many people complaining about being in a relationship. Guys, you know, we got to get our act together here. Like, we really do. Okay, anyway, moving on. Number 4. Now, this I actually experienced myself. Oh, and again, sorry, guys. This wasn't on social media from someone else. I posted it on social media. I actually witnessed this myself in a clothes shop as I was buying some clothes. So let me paint the picture for you. So I'm going into a clothes shop. I'm up the back, and this is my regular place, so I know exactly where the jeans are and jumpers and all that. So I'm looking at the jeans, and right next door are the changing rooms. There's 2 changing rooms. Now this is a man's store, so as you can imagine, if there's any ladies listening here, there's not many changing rooms for us dudes, right? So anyway, I hear this guy. He's trying on this stuff, and he goes, "Oh, my wife will kill me now if I buy my own clothes." I went, "Oh, Jesus." So this is before he goes on and looks at the clothes. So I'm actually just having a look at the video I posted, guys, because I've got subtitles. And so he says, "My wife will kill me if I buy my own clothes." Right, he starts off with this. My eyes roll to heaven, of course on my own. So I see him trying on the clothes in the corner. He goes into the change room, and he comes back out. And he goes, "Yeah, the wife will kill me, man, if I go do this now without her being around." And he says this to the guy that's working in the store. I mean, God, come on, guys, what's next? Does she wipe your ass for you? You know, does she feed you? Like, does she literally spoon feed you when you're at home? Like, and it gets worse, guys. And what does he do? So he says it to the shop owner. Naturally, the shop owner, or not the shop owner, sorry, the shop guy, the sales guy. The guy doesn't know what to do. He's just like, "Okay, well, what do I do with this?" You can see it you can see it in his face. So the guy goes back in to the changing room, takes a screenshot of the clothes, comes back out and says, "Hey, listen, I'm just sending her a screenshot of the clothes to see if she likes them or not, and if it's okay." And the guy who's working in the shop just went, "Yeah, sure, man," and he walked away. As you can imagine, I mean, God, what a pussy. Seriously. I mean, get a life, you loser. Like, guys and girls, I understand. And some of you might be thinking, "Well, hang on, Peter, maybe she's really good taste in clothes." And now, guys, that's understandable. I know this, though. Number 1, he's not going to go into a store without her. Okay? Because if she's got really good taste, he's going to bring her in. Number 2, he said, "Oh, my wife will kill me if I bring my own clothes." So that means she didn't know he was going in there. He did it on his own accord. Right? So this is all new to her. And then yet he takes a screenshot. He comes out. He goes, "Oh, yeah, I'll take them off you, man." This guy's in his 40s. Mid-40s, I'd say. I mean, God, seriously. And I understand that a guy wants his wife's opinion, preference, choice for clothes, even though you shouldn't. You should have your own style. If you like green jeans, wear green jeans, because you'll be more comfortable in them. And if you're more comfortable in them, well, then you're going to be more confident. If you're more confident, people can see that. And all of a sudden, guess what? You wear the clothes better. Oh, where these guys come from? Seriously. Lord. I mean, I'm kind of actually lost for words on this one, I have to say. Like, I'm going to call out some of the comments on this one. Because I did post this on social media. So one person replies, "The things men do for love." Well, no, that's not a thing that men do for love, guys. That's something that we want to do for approval. Now, maybe that's part of it, yes. But, or actually, I think, no, do you know what? Take out approval. It's scared. Fear. This guy's a pussy. He gets rolled over in the marriage, or whatever you call this. So he's not doing it for that. He's scared out of his mind of this girl. And then somebody replied to the things men do for love saying, no, she is a control freak. Yes. Boom. This person hit it on the head. She's a control freak, not happy in her life, clearly, if she has to try and control people. And the guy is terrified out of his mind. And then there was another comment somebody else threw in. My hub said, stop buying me clothes, so I stopped. All I hear now is I've nothing decent or that fits or is appropriate for different things. Are you joking me? Oh my god. Like, I remember it, guys. I had an ex-girlfriend. Oh god, we're going way back now. And actually, I told her back in the day, and I've said it to all my ex-girlfriends, that I buy my own clothes. That's it. Right? Now, this ex-girlfriend of mine, she'd actually just go out and buy something for me anyway. Right? Like, without me knowing. And she'd come back and I go, hey, honey, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she's like, well, look, I just thought it would be nice. And I'd have a look at it and go, huh, actually, that is quite nice. Now, there was a couple of things I said, no, sorry, there's no way I'm going to wear that. And she took them back. Now, I have to say I liked that about her because she wasn't trying to control what I was wearing. But she just had this kind of impulsive thing to just do it out of nowhere. And by the way, guys, when I was with this girl, I never brought her shopping with me. Not once. I go in on my own. I know exactly what I need, exactly what I want, what colors, etc. But I understand that. So, you know, guys, don't hate me out there if you think I'm calling these guys pussies that women buy stuff for them. No, not at all. Because she can go out and surprise you, get you a beautiful top or pants. Well, then you're just an idiot if she's picked you out something and it's really nice on you, but yet you don't bother. Right? So there's a balance here, you know? But to send screenshots to your woman, oh my god, Jesus. And this guy, so I'm just going to read this again. My hub said, stop buying me clothes, so I stopped. Fair enough. All I hear now is if nothing decent or that fits or is appropriate for different things. Oh, listen, dude, stop your fucking moaning, would you? Complaining and bitching all the time. Oh my god. Just go out and buy your own clothes. Good Lord. What other comments do we have? Here's another lady. And guys, I hope you're listening to this because this is what women are thinking of us when we have this type of scenario. Another lady has said, sounds like he has a second mother. Laugh. Right? She ain't respecting you when you do this. Even if a woman's trying to control you, she's not respecting you. God, and another lady throws in, guess we know who the boss is in that marriage, huh? Yep, we better believe it. And no woman who has any respect for herself has any respect for a guy that's like this. Oh, man. Alright, here's another lady. Excuse me. May have been a matter of finances. New jeans are pay a bill? Well, why is he in the clothes shop anyway, so? No, I'm not going to buy this one. Why is he in the shop then? Do you know what I mean, guys? You don't go in. And then, if you are, surely you're going to sneak this and not send a screenshot to your wife? Yeah, anyway. Here, another lady. And this is coming from a lady. Buy her a new man and then run. You get your balls back then. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. That's just crazy. My God alive. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to let this one go. So that's coming in at number 4, ladies and gentlemen. This is a wow one. Number 3. A guy goes on a blind date being the key word, from London to Paris. Now, ladies and gentlemen, call me non-romantic, call me an asshole, call me logical, whatever you want to call me. There is no romance in going on a date from London to Paris. Now, this is a story that somebody told me, okay? Now, maybe there was more to the story, right? And fair enough if there is. But I don't know that, so I have to go with what I know here. Now, if there is anybody out there that's ever going to go on a blind date, okay, let's look at it. Firstly, we've all got phones, we've all got WhatsApp where we can do a voice call or text message the person first. We can check them out on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. We can find people these days. So why take the risk? It's too risky, guys, at the moment. And, you know, there is a lot of scammers out there right now that are trying to reel you in and, oh, I need money, this and that. And, you know, I mean, I even said in my video that I put on social media for this one, I said, I don't know if this is ballsy or stupid, but when I thought about it afterwards, it is absolutely 100 trillion% stupid. You don't do it, guys. You don't do it. Like I said, unless there's something more to the story, he just was bored out of his mind and he just wanted to go for an adventure. Hey, why not then? But then you're obviously not expecting the blind date to necessarily go really good. You're just getting on a plane to go somewhere. But if this is all about a date, if you're going to do a blind date, guys, and you're not going to check them out on social media or on the internet in general, do it local, please. Don't put yourself out. Alright? I mean, it's too much. And believe me, if you are watching my social media regularly or every now and then or whenever, if you've seen it just the once, that's cool. But you'll see that there's plenty of scammers out there. And you'll see in the comments, the videos I put up, it's too risky, guys. And London, okay, I mean, you could get a cheap flight to London for the night. From London to Paris, I don't know if they do Ryanair or Aer Lingus or Air France or whatever it is, but I'm sure it's like you could probably get one for £100 or £150. Maybe even cheaper if it was a deal. But then you're still looking at a hotel for the night, surely. Unless there's a really late flight home, which I can't imagine. But I think this guy, he got a hotel for the night. You know? So guys, yeah, please learn from this. Do not go on a blind date to a different country. Oh, Lord. Okay. So, here we go at number 2. Now, I felt for this girl. Oh, man. This was just horrendous. So, number 2, girl gives a guy food poisoning. Now, so here's the story. Actually, I had a similar story like that. So, she had a 4th date with a guy. He came over to her house. He gave her food poisoning after cooking, and he was sick all over the place. And he went home he went home. He actually felt bad for her, and she obviously felt really guilty, which, to be fair, you know, understandable. But actually, there was a real happy ending here. He actually really liked that her approach and her attitude towards the whole thing. You know, she didn't bottle up and, oh, it's your fault, or it wasn't my cooking, or, you know, she wasn't knocking him back or pushing back on him. She was feeling really horrendous, and he actually loved it, and they're going out again, which is great to see, you know. So anything's possible, guys. You give a guy food poisoning and you could get another date with him. Oh, man. That's so weird. It's funny but brilliant. Oh my god. Now, in fairness, maybe there was a bit more to the story, because somebody did throw in you get the food poisoning the next day. So I don't know. Now, they didn't actually come across that. They didn't tell me that. Somebody put that in the comments. I was like, maybe. I don't know. But either way, he loved the fact that she came along and she was all over him. So guys, do you know, the moral of the story here is, even if you've got a bad date or something bad happens, something really could come out on the other side. Do you know? You crawl through a river of shit and you come out clean the other side. Like Andy Dufresne in Shawshank Redemption when he escapes the prison, you know? Andy Dufresne crawled through a layer of shit and came across clean on the other side. That's my worst Morgan Freeman accent ever. Oh, Lord. So, girls, yeah, if you want to get a guy, give him food poisoning. All right, coming in at number 1. Oh, Lord. When I read this out, I laughed my ass off. This is insane. This is amazing. So, this guy, he's 25 years of age. She texts me and she's really angry with men. And the guy gets caught sniffing a lady's underwear. Oh, my God. So, this girl's been dating for a guy for a while. So, she decides to have a party in her place. She has a flatmate, and everybody comes along. The guy she's dating, that guy brings a friend of his along. So, right, a friend of his. So the next morning they wake up. She don't know where the roommate is. Clearly she's not there because this happened. And the girl goes down to the shop, gets some, the fry up breakfast in the morning, the hangover breakfast, sausages, bacon, or whatever. So she comes back and she finds the guy she's dating and the guy friend sniffing the flatmate's underwear. And you should see the email she wrote to me. Let me just see if I can find it here again. Hang on, let me just bear with me, guys. It's awesome. Hey, Peter, all of you guys are complete and utter total scum. I was dating this guy for a while. He came over to my house. We had a huge party. Me and my friends and his friend stayed. And the next morning, I went out to get some food and I came back. And I saw him and his friend were in my roommate's room sniffing her underwear. God. This guy's 25. I mean, seriously, that's surprising for a 25-year-old, I have to say. Like, if this was like a 12-year-old, 13-year-old boy who's going through puberty and, his dick starts talking to him for the first time in his life, I could understand that. But a 25-year-old dude? What the fuck? I mean, I'm literally trying to justify it for these guys, right? I can't. I'm literally plucking at straws. Like, even if she was and I mean the hottest woman the world's ever seen, you still can't justify it. No, you can't. So she told me she actually ended everything right there and then. It was disgusting, and, well, I can imagine so. Jesus, Lord God, he sees guys like this give us a bad name. Oh, Lord. Oh, sniffing the underwear. Where do we get this fella? Sorry, guys, I'm just laughing here. Oh, Lord. Some of the comments. Girl says, ha ha ha, it's common. Oh, Lord, is it that common? Please tell me it's not. Another lady says, okay, but the two of them doing it together, laughing. Another lady, guess she's nicer knickers. Oh, that's a jab to the... Oh, God, that's a jab to the girl that he's dating. Oh, Lord. Oh, so guys, that was my top 5 funny stories of the month. Some of them, guys, if you got more, keep bringing them in. Email me at peter@thepeterwalshshow.com. Okay, peter@thepeterwalshshow.com. And as you know, I always read out emails because I know some of you are looking for some advice online, like genuine, serious advice, right? I mean, some are hilarious, some are not, right? So if you are looking for some advice, please do. And as you know, everything is anonymous. I'll never mention anybody's name, even the people that actually send me abuse, because you know what? I've got integrity. I've got a work ethic. I'll never, ever breach or cross the line over to calling out somebody's name, because then other people will not trust me. So you've got my 100% trust, ladies and gentlemen. So guys, I hope that was enjoying. I hope that doesn't put you off, men or women. Please. God. So yeah, guys, listen, I'll be back again. Thanks for listening. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.